Hi, it's Gina Kendall Lusardi with SpeakOutGetOutStayOut.com, where we help domestic abuse victims go from abuse to abundance in their lives. I am a domestic abuse advocate, educator, speaker, survivor, and thriver. We are keeping with the Back to Basics series, and today we're talking about financial abuse. Financial abuse involves controlling a victim's ability to acquire, use, and maintain financial resources that they may have. Financial abuse is a tactic your abuser uses to isolate you and to make it so that you become financially dependent on them. Without resources, sadly, many victims are unable to see a way out. Financial abuse is the leading cause as to why victims of abuse do not or cannot leave their abuser. In order to exploit your resources, does your partner try to control your use of your own money? Do they use your assets as for their personal benefits without asking? Do they take your money or credit cards without asking or asking permission to do so? Do they borrow money from you with never paying you back? Do they feel that they are entitled to your money because you are together, because you are living together, because you are married? Do they take your paycheck or other income such as, child support or, your disability check, whatever it is that's bringing income into your house? Do they take that without asking? Do they forge your signature on back and cash it for their own goods without telling you? Do they open your mail from any financial institution or your mail in general, because that is actually a federal law that they can't do that. Another tactic abusers use to control your finances is interfering with your job or your employment. In an attempt to control your ability to earn money and to gain assets, does your partner criticize or minimize your job or the career that you have chosen? Do they pressure you to quit your job, saying that childcare is too expensive or that the kids need you or whatever excuse they happen to come up with? Do they try to dictate where you can and cannot work? Does your partner harass you at work by calling you, texting you, or stopping by unannounced, knowing that you can't have visitors? Do they hide your keys from you? Do they disable or sabotage your car so it doesn't work? Do they leave you without a babysitter when it comes time for you to go to work? Other ways your partner can try to control your assets and resources are: criticize every financial decision you make in attempts to reduce your freedom, to plan or budget your own money so that you can allot for putting money aside to get out. Do they make large financial decisions without your input, or are unwilling to collaborate on finances where you pull your money together? Do they take funds, like their funds, and hide them from you in private accounts in their name only? Does your partner refuse to open checking accounts in both your names? Or they may even want to be on your checking account, but they won't let you on their checking account? Does your partner control the purse strings or set unrealistic limits or allowances for you? The fact that your partner puts an allowance on you if you are a working adult, something to be said about that. Do they require you to account for every penny you spend while they can just spend whatever and expect you not to question it? Does your partner withhold financial information from you? Do they open accounts or credit cards in your name and you don't know about it? Do they limit your overall financial knowledge when it comes to the household and what's really going on? Do they threaten to cut you off financially if you disagree or go against anything they say? Some actions that you can take are to call your bank. Sorry, I'm going to sit down. Or to call your bank or credit card company and ask that they change the password to your accounts. And then you have to make sure that you do not turn around and give your password to the person that caused you to change your password in the first place. You need to make sure that your partner cannot access your account online, because that's very easy. Do not have your checking account automatic on your phone where you can just hit sign in and it just automatically signs you in. Take that off there, because they can get your phone when you're in the bathroom or when you're in the shower and just creep right on in there. Each year you are entitled to a free credit report by going to www.annualcreditreport.com, and that is all one word. This will help you see if your partner has opened any accounts, loans, or credit cards in your name without your knowledge. If this happens, contact that provider that, you know, your credit card company, your bank, your loan, wherever your partner signed you up for, and ask them to have it closed, as you did not open that account with them. This is called identity theft. And it too, like physical abuse, is a crime. A fraud alert lets the credit card or the credit bureau know that you may have been a victim to identity theft. A fraud alert can make it very hard for anyone to open new accounts in your name. A fraud alert will remove your name from all pre-approved credit cards, and it will require the credit card bureaus to call you by phone before any other account can be opened in your name. So you have to get a hold of the credit bureaus. There are 3. And let them know that you did not open these. You want your name taken off of it. And they will put what I was talking about, that fraud alert, under your name and social security number. I will list the number of the 3 credit card bureaus below so that you can contact them to get your credit card or to get your credit report. And that you can call them to find out what's going on, just in case your partner has committed identity theft. It is very important that you empower yourself and you never let anyone have that much control over your finances. I know it's hard. I know that they use every tactic in the world to do this. But you have to take power. You have to take that power back. They're sneaky in doing it. But maybe you need to be sneaky and undoing it. There are ways to go about this to help you. To get your name off of this, off of these loans and credit cards and all this stuff. Don't let them tell you, well, your name's on it, you're responsible. Sure, go ahead and call them. Go ahead. Your name's on it, you're responsible for it. Wrong. If this account was opened without your permission, and if your signature was forged to open this account, you are not responsible. You can have your name taken off of it. You can have a fraud alert put on the account with that company, with all the credit bureaus. That way, if your partner tries to open any new accounts, they will call you by phone to get permission. So make sure you know that, because a lot of people out there do not know this. If you suspect you, if you are a victim of financial abuse, or you suspect somebody you love is a victim of financial abuse, please contact an advocate such as myself for assistance. Financial abuse does not get better over time. It does not go away. A matter of fact, if you let them get by with it once, they're going to think they got by with robbing the bank. They're going to go out there and they're going to sign you up for all kinds of things. But you're not going to know about it. They're going to go out there and they're going to ruin your credit. Usually if a person commits financial abuse, it often elevates over time and can lead to other forms of abuse. And that's sad. So if you think that you are a victim of financial abuse or identity theft, you can call the credit bureaus. I'm going to list the names and the numbers below and talk to them. Have a fraud alert put on your account. Don't go with, oh, well, my husband or my boyfriend signed me up for that, so I'm stuck. You are not stuck. You are not stuck. Unstick yourself. If you need help with any of this or getting away from an abusive relationship, please contact me at speakoutgetoutstayout@gmail.com. Or you can also get a hold of the National Domestic Abuse Hotline at 1-800-799-7233. And again, that number is 1-800-799-7233. That hotline has a slew of knowledge. I mean, so much knowledge as to how to help you if you are in a financial or if you're in an abusive situation of any form. Until next time, be bold, be brave, and always be safe. Much love.